No cursing or anything, bro. What's going on, everybody? My bad here. Coming today with a Tough Knife Tuesdays live. We got our co-host Mateo of M Bomb Jerky, some of the best jerky you're ever gonna put in your mouth if you like meat in your mouth. And we got Daniel Szugyi, one of the best bladesmiths, an actual master bladesmith on the channel. He designs for Bark River. He does his own designs and bladesmiths for himself, and he does some designs for Anthony of Tactical Everyday Dad and Pop Sam out as well. And they're wonderful knives, and I probably own what, 6, 7 of the blades that you've actually made.
For Anthony and a couple of the customs.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I believe I got a Puco. I got a custom kitchen knife set from you, and I think I own 4 of Anthony's knives.
Gotcha. I want to clarify real quick. I'm not a master smith because that means I'd have to be part of the ABS, and I am non-affiliated. I am independent, but I am a smith. I want to make sure that people don't go on saying that they think I'm a master smith. I am very good at my craft, but I don't affiliate with them. So there is a difference. There is a difference there. I want to make sure nobody gets the wrong impression.
I feel you. I'm sorry for putting you in that genre, but in my opinion, I think that you're one of the best smiths around.
I'll take that. Thank you. That'll take.
What's going on? Sharp Guy ATX driving home, listening. I appreciate you, Sharp Guy. Anybody else in the chat, y'all can holler at us as well. Before we get into the stuff, I've got a little package from Lefty EDC that I'm gonna do an unboxing on. We'll see what's in the package. I'm pretty sure that there's like a sticker or something we can put on the wall. Today is going to be done with the Feldspar Small and S35VN and in the Natural G10. Now, he has packaged this where it's not that easy to open, so I'm just going to cut it right there. Then I'll stick my blade in and open it up.
What'd you carry today, Daniel?
What's that?
What'd you carry today?
What am I carrying today? I've got a Chavez. I think it's Liberation, or is it the Red Engine? I'm not sure. Let me see.
Nice. Is it the Street or is it the 229?
It's the titanium one. So
yeah, it's the 229 because the Street doesn't have the thumb studs.
Okay.
That's the one that just dropped now.
No, it's the one. It's the bigger version.
Yeah, the 229. That's what I'm saying. Because the Street doesn't have the thumb studs; it just has the flipper.
Right.
Oh man, I love a Chavez. You know I love a Chavez.
Yeah, I picked it up, but I haven't put it down.
Dude, Ramon Chavez, I in my opinion, for what I do, and I mean, for what I like, I think that Ramon Chavez makes some of the best production folders there is. That's my personal favorite brand. I love a Chavez. It's awesome.
Just wait till you get a 228 in your hand, the American made. You'll love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Everything that's American made when I go to Blade Show, I grab.
If you love the 229s, the 228 you'll love.
Very
so
nice.
Here's what I got from Lefty EDC. It's a couple magnets right here. I got a Devo knife sticker, a big one right there, and I kind of got a couple of Diva stickers right here, and this is one of the stickers that I'm going to put into the swag pack tonight for tonight's giveaway. But I didn't get a Lefty EDC sticker, so that's all good. I'll put the Lefty Live up on my... Let me see if I can hit it from here. Boom. It's on my fridge.
You got a magnet, Lucky?
Yep, it's on my fridge now. So, Lefty, I appreciate it. That was an unboxing for you, man. I just happened to get this letter as soon as I got here. You can ask Mateo. You can ask Daniel. I got here like 5 minutes ago, literally.
I don't know if you guys can see them, but I got my little collection there of magnets. I've been fortunate. A lot of people have sent me them.
That's awesome. So
In fact,
Daniel, man, what we got coming? What are you doing? What is your future? What's going on? Tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I got some stuff in the works. I know you mentioned a little something about Bark River. I guess I can talk about it now because we're already in production. So you're going to be able to pick those knives up. Let me see. I've got a 3D printed version of the knife. Let me grab it. I should have grabbed it when I grabbed my other stuff, but I've got a 3D printed version of it. And that'll give you an idea of what it is that's going to be made. Of course.
Hey, what's up, Grugs? How you doing? This is Daniel Szugyi. He doesn't say that he's a master bladesmith because he's not a part of some affiliation, but I would consider him one of the best bladesmiths in the world. But this is what he's making right here for Bark River, I believe. 3D print.
This is for Bark River. It's that's just a 3D printed version of it, but just a really classic.
Let me digify you. There we go.
So there it is. It's going to have aluminum guards, micarta guards. We might have some carbon fiber guards too. I want to really spice it up, do something a little bit different with it. But it's going to be a really thick spine on these in comparison. So they're going to be 160 on the spine. And nice. It will be a full height grind, but they're going to be convexed in like Bark River does so well. Awesome. And we're going to put a swedge on the front of that so that you can do some drilling with it too if you need to.
Good to go. Is it going to be? Is it going to have that lateral line that's straight to the point from the hilt?
That's the plan.
That's going to be an awesome fieldcraft knife.
And I originally was going to do two versions of these. I was going to do a fieldcraft one that didn't have a guard, and then one with the guard. But with talking to Jason and Jay from Knife Ship Free and DLT, we all decided that just going with the straight guarded version will probably be the best for the first run.
Well, I'm a self-proclaimed bushcrafter myself. I'm not like an advanced or anything, but I know what I'm doing with a knife, not in the bush. I personally would like a guard, but in a way, if I'm making a bow drill and I'm using a knife's hilt like this, the guard would get in my way, but I can understand when you're doing those pressure cuts, you're going to need that guard.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do, depending on how well these do, looks like Knife Ship Free and DLT are going to have already told me they're going to pick these up. If they do well, I'm going to do a shortened version of this. That's a Puco, so it's a little bit of a shorter handle, full flat back, and no guard, and make it a traditional Puco, which I do so well. That's my thing. That's my jam, Scandinavian knives.
I will go and bust up that Puco here in a minute, as a matter of fact, just because I'm proud of it.
Absolutely.
You have us all big, Keith, just to let you know.
Do what?
You have us all big, just to let you know. You don't have us on the small boxes. You just have all our faces big.
Of course, I got us all in the big.
Yeah, just letting you know.
Yeah, Roger. I bigified him, and then I'll put us back up to the big.
So Daniel, do they have a name already on that knife? And do you know what still they're going to use for production?
Yeah, it's going to be called the Hildy. So my daughter's name is Freya, and Freya rides around on a golden boar. And so I abbreviated the name for the American market and made the name Hildy of the knife. I got two other versions. I have a 6-inch version that I also did that might be coming out, and that's going to be the Valkyrie.
Okay.
So just keeping the theme of the Nordic gods and in Scandinavia with these, and it does have a really nice palm swell.
Nice
on these. So, but yeah. So these production knives are kind of would you say honor or an homage of my daughter, and just kind of tying that theme into the whole business. I believe in family first of all and foremost, and leaving a legacy. That's why we make knives, and we do what we do so that we can have something to pass down.
Yeah.
Well,
And did you say
that's
what production
fantastic.
skill it was going to be out of?
Yeah, we're doing CPM Crewware.
Crewware. Okay. Nice.
That's it's one of my favorite steels. I like it. It's high carbon. It holds an edge like nobody believes. You can get a really high hardness on it and it not chip out or roll on you, which is really cool.
Yeah, Daniel pushes Crewware quite a bit. He's a bigger fan of Crewware than he is CPM 3V. What is the differences between CPM 3V and Crewware that you see that makes you want to go to Crewware?
Carbon content and edge retention. So it's got a little bit more carbon in it. It's got a little bit. So that, among some other alloying elements, that allows it to be much better at edge retention than 3V. And you can overcome a lot with knife geometry when you talk about how the knife is built. So somebody says 3V is the best knife in the world. Well, I mean, when you're dealing with 5/16 blade stock and you go all the way up to 200,000s on the spines, yeah, that knife is going to be solid. You're not going to break that knife. But taking Crewware, given the right edge geometry, given the right spine thickness, it's every bit as tough and for proper applications as 3V. That make sense? Did I lose anybody?
No, I understand. So I know you said Crewware. Since it is a high carbon content, are you guys gonna sell any that the blades are coated? Maybe like a DLC coating or something?
Probably not for the first 2 runs. I am going to have about 20 knives that are left over from the batches. I believe DLT is getting 150.
Shane, this is Daniel Szugyi of Szugyi Knives. He is a designer for Bark River, and he makes blades for Anthony of Tactical Everyday Dad, and he makes his own blades, his own swords. And once again, in the introductory, he said he was not a master bladesmith, but I'm going to contradict him and say that he is, in my opinion. What's going on, Nicholas Edwards?
Hey, what's going on, Shane? Hi, Winman's Outdoor. Hi, Tom.
Oh, you good?
Hi,
so here's
Shane, this dude is Daniel Szugyi's the freaking tits, 100%. This is the knife that he has designed for Bark River. Let me give him the solo layout again so I can show it to you again. And the knife's called again?
The Hildy.
The Hildy.
Yes.
All right, cool. And this come out in Crewware and micarta.
It's going to be all different kinds of handle materials, but I'm going to have some guards that you don't usually see on knives. So micarta guards, maybe some carbon fiber if we can get some, and then the traditional aluminum too is going to be on there as well. So, but I want to do some different.
What's going on, Tom? What's going on, Grubbs? What's going on, Women Outdoors?
What's that, Mateo?
I said, do you know how far along it is going to be from your first drop?
Well, not exactly sure.
I'm assuming
they're
probably
already
like
at
4 months from now, correct?
Maybe a little bit less. We've been working on these for a little bit now. They're already at water jet, getting heat treated and stuff. So something you don't know about Bark River is they can make 300 knives in one day.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
So
that's really cool.
Yep, this is my design, being made by Bark River. So it's I could sit there and stock removal these knives myself, but the consistency and the efficiency that Bark River can do with these, if I do a couple of drops with them a year, I can really focus on all my custom work and really really put out some nice high quality art pieces that I like to do. So my goal is to get the production down and do things that way too. Yeah,
I'm very excited about that myself. You have a pretty sweet sword that's out for sale right now. I'm not going to tell everybody what the price you quoted me because we're buds and everything like that. If somebody buys it, they buy it. If I get it, I get it. I'm going to be excited if I do get it. But it's a nice little paycheck right there. Probably not for you, considering the materials that you use and the craftsmanship put into it. But that is a sweet piece that you made.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there a way to drop pictures in here, or is that it's a little too long probably for my phone?
Do you have an Instagram? I can drop your link.
Yeah, if you have an Instagram, me and Bomb can throw it up, and I'll just bigify M-Bomb.
Yeah.
He does. It's Szugyi Knives as well.
Yeah. I mean, you guys can go there and check it out. I don't have that particular sword with me because I still haven't unpacked the car because I came home sick as a dog. I've been in bed all day today.
This guy drove from New York yesterday, and he called me in the middle of the day. He's like, I'm almost home. I'm like 30 minutes away. We still doing this gig tomorrow? I was like, yeah, man, we're doing it. Yeah.
I did bring a couple things though. I've got some things to show.
Oh yeah, we're ready. We're ready for show and tell. So whenever you get ready to do show and tell, we're absolutely ready. We got 10 people in the chat. We got I Love Knives, Dwayne Letterman, Shane Gables, all of my normals. I'm sure that there's others. Tom is here, Grugs is here, Nicholas is here, Women Outdoors is here. We can wait another 30 minutes and get a couple more.
Sure.
But yeah, we got most normals around.
I'm not a mod on your channel. I didn't know that.
You're not a mod?
Yeah, if you want to drop, I dropped his Instagram, but it's not going to be highlighted. But yes,
we gotta make Mateo a mod.
It's just like his name spelled on the lit or.
Yeah.
Well, Dwayne Letterman can hook me up. Dwayne's a mod. He'll hook us up.
Yeah, it's just Szugyi Knives.
Hi, sharp guy.
Google Szugyi Knives. Website will come up. Facebook, Instagram, all that fun stuff.
Absolutely. So you were talking about making your own knives. What is basically your genre and the things that you like to make?
I like Scandinavian knives, Pucos and Saxes and Luku, Sammy knives. I like all those kind of things. I don't have a specific genre per se because I just make what I want to make. But I do make a lot of kitchen knives as well because I like knives guys can get in their hands and use every day.
Yeah.
So kitchen knives is a perfect tool for that. And nothing like using a well-made kitchen knife. Isn't that right, my bad?
Oh, yeah. And I'm about to bust a couple of your knives out and give everybody a show. Everybody's already seen anybody that's done a Fatwood Friday Live with My Bad. Y'all have seen me use a Daniel Szugyi knife once or twice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's kitchen knife. That's my Puco.
Yeah.
Szugyi knives.
Anthony from Tactical Everyday Dad reached out to me a little over a year ago, to help him make some knives for his production line. And I talked him into, I was like, let's do the burls. Let's do some really nice woods on there, because you don't see that with production knives. And you do if you get a Bark River or something. But so that's why we went that route. That's a pretty knife.
Oh, man, this thing's the boss. This is the tits.
That's 4V, isn't it?
Yes, it's 4V. It's CPM 4V, and yes, I use it. I do not care.
You should.
Well, I mean, if you're going to make such a beautiful blade, why would I not use it?
Oh, Dwayne, if you could drop Daniel's his link to his Instagram, stuff like that in the chat. That's what we were asking. Thanks, bro.
I think you've got, is that the Koa handle on that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is I believe it's CTX XHP.
Yeah, it's XHP for sure.
And this is a kitchen. This is kitchen knife. This is a paring knife.
Yep.
And I also got the 7-inch chef's knives to pair with it, but I don't have it on me right now. It's probably in with the other cutlery because I use it quite often.
Nice.
So yes, that little skit that old My Bad did where he uses his shit, he actually does use his shit.
You're gonna have to send him in your TED knife, bro. Put a new tip on there.
Yeah. That Ted knife, that wasn't one of the ones I made though, right?
Which? Oh yeah, the TED knife that I screwed up the tip is not yours.
Right.
No, that's CNC.
Right.
That
And like I told you, the grind on that knife was not intended for
well, you
that
gotta
kind of abuse. So
understand. I was being a dumbass.
that's what I'm trying to say. Yep.
I'll listen. I take full responsibility for that little screw up. That was all on me. That was me being a dummy, a double dummy, if you will. Do not, even if it's a tanto, and especially if it's a hollow grind tanto, stick your tip in a pallet and twist it. That's on me.
That's pretty good advice for just about any knife. I know we like to here in the West, we want knives that are pry bars as much as they are knives, but can't have a sharp knife and a pry bar at the same time.
Well, think about this. Like, after you said that, I was like, I believe that one of my knives would take up to that abuse. And then I took like 3 of your knives out there and started doing it to it. And he was like, all right, cool. It can handle it. Stop. Stop now.
He was probably grinding his teeth when he heard about that.
Yeah, the ones I did
like, see, it can take it.
Yeah. But Anthony, the ones I made for Anthony, they are tough knives, man. We've got some meat on those ones.
And those were the ones that I was testing out after. He was like, oh, I believe the ones I can do can take it. So I took the short face bear out there, and I took the commode out there, and I took the commode small SX, the mini commode.
Okay.
And I took it out there, and I punched it into there, and then I twisted it around. No damage whatsoever.
Yeah, Magna Cut's pretty tough stuff if it's heat treated right and you get the geometry of that edge. It's pretty tough.
And yes, all 3 of those are Magna Cut, and they got. I wouldn't say that they were like overly thick tips, but for what they are, they're the perfect size tips.
Yeah, they're I would call them a thick tip, but for what they are, they're perfect.
Yeah. So, speaking of that short-faced bear, I personally believe that is, alongside of the Alpha Bravo from Bark River, the perfect camp kitchen knife.
Yeah, it's got a good. Yeah, it's got a nice little belly to it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's got all the knuckle room you need to go down on something. You can rock it back and forth. You can use it for a few things, and you can still use it to whittle the wood that you need to get that campfire going.
Yeah. Yeah, in my testing, I tested all the each one of those little models out, and I test them on hardwood. I've got a piece of oak in the shop that I do a little bit of edge retention and testing on. And it's crazy how you can take and do some whittling and go right back and cut out a tomato with them.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Gons. Hi, Forrest. Hi, Jacob.
Hey, Force SLR, what's up? By the way, Force SLR, I know I haven't promoted this for a while. I'm coming up on 500 subscribers, but this is a 3rd place prize. This is a Force tank from Force SLR, crafted in Michigan, and this thing's a bomb. It's got all My Bad signature right there, and it's got a nice little fiber micro cloth on the back. So appreciate you, Forrest. go check out Force SLR for his Hanks at the EDC Roundtable. And not to mention that, but soon to be, he's going to have some Jason Brown Hanks coming out soon. Rest in peace, Jason Brown. We love you, brother. Every day that I get on live, I'm going to type in at Jason Brown. Yeah, Gonzo Force is pretty awesome. Dwayne Letterman, I appreciate you plugging in Szugyi Knives. Shane Gables, I am filming on my phone, so I cannot get that picture. Everybody else, how's it going, Jacob? And I think that I've covered everybody else. So we got into your own brand of the Daniel Szugyi Knives and into a little bit of what you're doing for Anthony of Tactical Everyday Dad. We've seen a model that you're doing for Bark River. What was that called again?
The Hildy.
The Hildy. And that is in Magna Cut?
CPM Crewware.
Crewware. I'm sorry, Crewware.
Yep.
Magna Cut's what you did for Tactical Everyday Dad.
Yep.
Okay. So that's in Crewware. And you're going to be able to get that into G10, in micarta. What else?
Everything. It's going to have it's going to be the full gamut. There's going to be a handful of them that are really premium handles. I
think that would be awesome in a kind of like what you did with my Puco with the cold wood and a stag handle. I believe that would be a sweet knife to do that in.
Yeah,
that's just my opinion.
Yeah, and these are all full tang knives too, by the way.
Nice.
They are full tang.
DLT. DLT was gonna have them, and who else?
DLT and knives ship free.
Knives ship free.
And I really need everybody to go out and buy one, so that way we can keep the brand going and keep the dream going. And I honestly believe, and it's just my design, but I believe it's going to be the best hunting / bushcraft outdoor knife you'll be able to get for the money, for the quality of craftsmanship, being produced, manufactured, everything in the United States.
Sorry about that, everybody. Mini Bad was having a little fit.
Bygones, have a good one, bro.
Your genre going into the Anglo-Saxon, you're kind of a Viking type style, and the bushcraft that you enjoy so much as well. What made you want to start building knives yourself? Was it that you couldn't afford the knives that you wanted to build, or that you wanted to own, or was it something else?
A little bit of, well, primarily it's legacy.
Do what now?
Primarily it's legacy. Everything, it got to the point where, I'd be buying knives from, I'd fall Niven and buying Enzo knives over there from Norway and stuff, buying Japanese knives, even buying some American-made knives. But a lot of stuff was made overseas. And you look at, if there's 6 folders sitting on the table, half of them are made in China. Even the Chavez I got is made in China, which is fine. But
that's a high-end China knife.
Oh, I wouldn't buy it if it wasn't a good knife, but I have the ability. I pursued the craft so that we can have American-made legacy knives that I can leave for my children. Also, my wife got tired of me spending money on expensive knives.
Yeah, this is the American-made Chavez. If you want to know what that looks like.
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh man, you've handled it.
Did I? When I was out there at Blade? Yeah.
This was the very first knife that I bought at Blade Show.
Yeah.
I had to have a custom Ramon Chavez.
I left Blade Show, and I don't follow. I'm not a fanboy. If that's so. Once I started making knives, I really I stopped buying everybody else's knives. I just kept my own knives. But Blade Show was the first time that I actually went and actually bought some knives that weren't my own, or bought some knives instead of making some. So I picked up some Spydercos. I got back from Blade Show and I went down to the shop that carries my knives, Way of Knife, and they had the Chavez drop, and I picked one up.
Nice, nice.
Speaking of, how's that K390 Stretch 2 doing you? That I personally did a solid for my boy, and I
Yeah,
went and got that thing on the last day.
that's a sweet little knife. It's lightweight, super efficient. It's probably going to be my hunting knife this year.
Oh, I'd be awesome for that. It's got a great belly. It's plenty thin enough. Yeah, absolutely. I would definitely skin a deer with that.
I guarantee I could do the whole deer with that knife.
Oh yeah, not sharpen it once. Not even have to go to another knife.
I've heard that the K390 from China, not China, from Japan, is holding up a little bit better than the K390 done in Colorado.
Yeah.
But I've heard that through the grapevine.
City's got a little bit better K390.
That's what I'm hearing, is their heat treat on it's a little bit better, and that's the one we got. So I'm at least excited about that.
If you ever want to get rid of that knife, you know who you can holler at.
Yeah.
I'll buy it in a heartbeat. Hopefully they got a bunch of seconds of some K390 models.
Right.
Next year.
I picked up that was it Vanix? I picked up their second they had at the show. I can't remember what steel. They were Maximate.
That was Maximate, yeah.
Maximate.
That was a PM2 Maximate.
Yeah, the 3 and the 2, because I got the wife the 3 and I got the 2.
You picked up the pair of 3, but I think like the first day I picked up that PM2 and I sent it off with Salty, and then he sent it back to me. Hey, have you seen my pair my PM2 the Salty pimped out for me?
No.
Let me bust it up.
No, I picked up a pair too as well. I picked up one for me, the 3 for my wife, and the 2 for me.
Yeah.
Hi, Patina.
Here we go. This is that same knife that you picked out.
That's sweet.
Let me bigify me, just because I want to hog it up. But check that out. That's everything that Salty did. That's the same PM2 with the same PM2 scales that you picked up.
Yeah, dyed.
That I sent to Salty, and I let Salty take to Wilmington, North Carolina, and this is what he did to it.
That's pretty slick.
Oh yeah, I love it. It's awesome. I just wanted to gloat a little bit.
That's the price on those seconds is unbeatable. I think I paid $70 for it.
The PM2 was going for 81, and the pair of 3 was going for 79.
That's ridiculous. That's so. Get one of those, customize it like you did. That's perfect.
Yeah, and I didn't pay a dime for that. Salty did that out of the kindness of his own heart.
That's sweet.
Hi, Jake.
What's going on, Patina? How's everybody doing? If I've missed anybody in the chats, I'm sorry. Your filter's always on, bruh.
My General Hospital filter's always on.
Yeah. Everybody's looking at you like you're a freaking angel.
It's because my window's right there, and that gets the sun right now at this time of day.
We got Jake from Ohio State and Shane Gables agreeing that yes, Seiko City Kane 390 is outperforming Golden, Colorado. So Shane Gables absolutely agrees with you.
Yeah.
And then we got some comments about Mateo looking awesome, looking fly, looking pimping. Shane Gable said that he had a Maximate PM2 at Blade Show also. What was the deficiencies on your PM2, Shane? Tell us in your comments. Shane also sent you a message on IG. Shane, Daniel.
Okay.
All right. We kind of hit a little bit on everything you're doing, and you're sideways right now, by the way. But we hit a little bit on everything you're doing right now. What I want to know is what is your passion? What is driving you? What is the things that you are doing in the future to promote Szugyi knives?
Well, word of mouth, man. That's what it's about. Connecting with the customers directly. That's been my only. That's all I've ever done. I don't. I told you this before. I don't do YouTube. I don't do collabs with other makers for the most part or anything. I'm very much a hermit. But I'm my baby was just born 5 months ago, so she's 5 months, and I really want to take this to the next level. So right now, just get out there and promote. After Blade Show, there was a lot of YouTubers that wanted to that say, "Hey, man, hit me up. Let's do some lives." And I'm gonna start doing a few more lives. I got some knives out to Dutch Bushcraft boys. They're gonna probably be doing a video on that, or maybe at least posting those knives up.
Fantastic.
Yeah, hilarious. I love their personality. It's they're my kind of guys. Just a couple of yahoos having fun.
We actually got a guy in here right now, Fletcher of All Things Knives, in the chat. That would be a wonderful person for you to talk to. Fletcher's actually, in my opinion, a little bit more intelligent than I am about blade steels and everything. I'm more of a user than, so like I'm the guy that goes out and uses stuff, and he's the guy. You ever watch Beer Fest?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, in Beer Fest, I had this little Jewish dude that would drink the beer.
Okay,
And,
yeah.
Tell you what's in it. That's Fletcher, and I'm just the dumbass landfill that just chugs everything. You know what I mean?
You're like Landfill from Beer Fest.
Yeah, I'm like landfill, and he's like the little Jewish dude.
Yeah. I think we kind of get caught up on blade steels nowadays, and everybody wants the latest and greatest. But there's so much more to a knife than just the steel, the geometry, the construction, the quality and finish. And I've always been I do play around with the super steels and stuff, obviously, because I make some blades with LMAX and all these other ones. But you get a decent knife from a decent maker who knows what they're doing, and whether that's an 01 blade or a Maximent or Magna Cut or even something even more exotic than that, and the knife is going to be solid. It's just heat treat matters. I think there's been a lot of damage done to knife making by people who don't do the right heat treat on their blades, because you can take an 01.
You said something about geometry, so this is like, I respect what Fletcher does and what Fletcher represents when he does his budget blade steel reviews and his other blade steel reviews and everything like that. But the geometry of the blade has got to be the same, in my opinion, within all blade steels to get an accurate reading on what your sharpening techniques is doing and what your cutting techniques is doing. So that's the reason why I push all of that to the side. And I just like, listen, I'm a freaking redneck that cuts on wood and cuts on shingles and tar and all this gunk. And these are the knives that work for me. Now, I'm actually carrying a knife, and this is a CJRB Mini Feldspar, and this is a Blade HQ edition and S35VN, that I would not do a certain thing to it that I would do with the CJRB and AR RPM 9, and that is stick it in my nail gun and pry nails back that got jammed up in it because this tip is extremely too thin. Now, this AR RPM 9 is a budget powder metallurgy steel, and this S35VN is a blade steel specifically made for folding knives. So the difference is the blade geometry, in my opinion.
Yep.
I wouldn't take the S35VN and stick it in that knife to pry, but I would with this because it's got a thicker tip.
Yep. But
So,
buying the knife for the task, and as long as you have a modern, decent steel, and it's heat treated right, you're going to be good. But there has been huge leaps in the knife industry and dedicated knife steels, which is not something you saw before the before the 2000s. Steels that were made specifically for the knife industry was very few and far between.
Yeah.
So
absolutely. I mean, even I think that S30V was made in what 2011 or 2009.
They're all very that whole S series is all very, very new.
Yeah.
And relative terms.
And that was actually the first blade steel that was specifically made for a folding knife. So
right.
all of these blade snobs are like millennials in a way. Very new.
Yep.
So I'm going to use this as a segue. Are there any non-popular super steels that you work with in your own forge? And what would be your personal favorite blade steel that's inexpensive to work with?
See, that's there's like two sides to that question. Is what kind of knife am I making? What's the task? And then we could talk blade steel to meet that. If I like carbon steels, I'm a big fan of carbon steels. I forge. Crew forge is kind of cool, but sticking with I like 01 and L6 for Damascus. It's tough, reasonable edge retention, and I can make kitchen knives with it, and I can make really thin blades, and it has the stability to hold up. And I can also make a Puco with it, or I can make a hatchet with it, or I can.
Fletcher fired back at me. He said one of his favorite blade steels is Nitro V around 61 Rockwell. It's a great cheap steel, great at thin or thicker geometries. How do you see that?
Yeah, Nitro V basically is AEBL with some extra stuff added to it. New Jersey Steel Baron are the ones who came up with the idea for the steel. We're starting to see, if you follow some of the guys who talk about nitrogen steels, we find that it's hard to get them really, really high hardness with them. I like higher hardnesses. That's why I like 3V, and I like Crewware, and I like some of the Z-Wear steels and Z-Tough, which is all kind of the same stuff. But if you're not going to go wrong with an AABL or a Nitro V, but you got to realize they're very simple steels in comparison with some of the other ones. Affordable, yeah, they're very affordable. I can $5 I can have a knife blank with a ABL or Nitro V, or even $3 in some case. Whereas in turn for something else, a CPM, a Crucible steels, powder metallurgy steel, we're talking maybe $15 for the same knife. So, yeah, I used to use AEBL. If you go back and look at some of my early stuff, I exclusively used AEBL and some Nitro V in my kitchen knives. I don't anymore. It just doesn't have the toothiness and that I really want in a nice stainless steel. So I use CTS XHP, which is kind of fading out. You don't hear about it too much, but it's on par with LMAX and S35, S45 VN.
With the bladesmith that I'm talking about making my first blade with, we went from Nitro V to CTS XHP, and we're leaning to the CTS XHP side with the double-sided dagger. It's kind of like a Arkansas toothpick that's within 8.5 inches total length. It's an 80s style scout carry.
The only thing I'd warn you against using CTS XHP, it is not the most tough steel out there. If you want toughness, go with Nitro.
Okay.
But I mean, if it's solely for cutting purposes and you're not going to be prying on it, the CTS will work fine. But if you plan on using it like you want to wrench on it, you might have some embrittlement issues.
Well, if anybody takes this knife and wrenches on it, that's on them, because it's going to be thin. It's going to be thin. It's going to be thin, kind of like it's going to have a convex grind with a double-sided edge, a dagger side, but we're talking about like 4 millimeters at the thickest part, so it's still pretty thin.
Yeah, that's. I think I've told you this once before. Is when you pick up a knife, the knife tells you how it's supposed to be used.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yeah, absolutely. And
hi, Ali Cord.
What's going on, Ali Cord? We had a couple of other things. Fletcher said that he likes HHP. It sharpens well and sharps up nicely. Patina Turner says Vanax has been one of his favorite super steels so far. And yes, Patina Turner is a male.
Vanax is great.
Do you need anything?
So Daniel Szugyi just plainly out says Vanax is awesome. I'd love a little bird and trout in Vanax someday, is what Patina says.
I know a guy that makes knives. Maybe you give him a call or something.
Yeah, maybe. All things not said, I heard some people want to call XHP a semi-stainless like D2.
Yeah, that you want 11 points of chromium ore to be considered a true stainless, but anything over 8 is going to be fine.
All right, Allie Cord said, hello, everybody. Tom Weingart says, queen of all paracords, Miss Ollie. Miss Ollie's getting a lot of love in the chat tonight. Do you have any questions for Daniel Szugyi in the chat? Because if you don't, we're going to segue into the next segment of Tusk Tuesdays Live. And that is going to be the What Are You Carrying segment, the pocket check. Nope, nobody. What are you carrying today, Daniel?
I pulled out that Chavez. Let me.
Oh yeah, you got to pull your stuff out too.
I don't know. I had that Chavez 229 here somewhere. I think I'm sitting on it. Ugh. Don't sit on your knives. All right. Using my phone. Great knife.
So I usually carry this, and I have my pliers, small Rockwell.
Dude, I gotta get some scarves that you got.
And I got
I love it.
Field Duty, the Lingang Ma Field Duty I'm carrying today. And then I already put it away, but I'll pull it out. This is one of my knives I use every day for work. I got the Chub Flipper Chavez.
Sweet.
I do a lot of box cutting and stuff like that, so utility blade for me is the way to go.
Pocket metals in the house.
And then the Pena, I already put it away also, but I was carrying this as well.
Oh man, I used to have one exactly like that.
Yeah. Almost the same exact one.
All right,
Yeah.
what we got? Sharp Guy ATX has the Hope Deca. Grugs has the Cold Steel 8010 Tanto S30. Oh my God, what are you handling? What is that,
Put
Daniel?
some Mocha Megane on it.
Oh man, that is freaking sweet, man. All right, we got Dwayne Letterman says Such Knives on IG. All right, thank you, Dwayne. You're a G. I have my S90V yellow bug out. Yeah, my buddy Fletcher of All Things Knives has been doing an S90V carry, and he's telling you how the steel holds up and what he's doing to the steel. So go check out All Things Knives, my buddy Fletcher, with the S90V carry. Tom says he's got a Edgemark Solgen 473 from 1968. It's his birthday. Hey, happy birthday, Mr. Tom. I love you. I appreciate you checking us out, brother. Everybody get in the chat and wish Mr. Tom Weingart a happy birthday. Mr. Patina Turner says, I see you did replacement blades for a Leatherman at Szugyi Knives. Have you ever done a Victorinox blade?
Yes.
Simple. Yes.
Yep.
Shane Gebel says that today's carry was my K390 Warrenclyffe Delica. I Love Knives says I got my old mental. All Things Knives is gotta go.
Bye,
Thank you for hearing me. See you around, my bad. Hey, Fletcher, brother, have a good one, man. Dwayne Letterman says Cold Steel engaged. Happy birthday, Mr. Tom says I love knives. And Dwayne Letterman laments that. Says happy birthday himself. So absolutely, Mr. Tom Weingart, happy birthday. Glad you got to hang out with us. Patina Turner says, hey, private message. I guess that's what it meant.
No, Pocket Metal.
Oh, hey, Pocket Metal. I've seen Pocket Metal in here, but I haven't seen him in here.
He said
he
was working and listening.
Oh, that's cool. Pocket Metal. Hey, Pocket Metal, man, we're going to have to go to a 3-day music festival and get fucking weird, bro. 100. Hey, Daniel, what kind of music you like?
I'm one of the weird people who don't listen to music.
Really? So you don't like sit in your forge, you don't jam out?
No, I listen to nonstop books.
Oh, that's cool. Like I like podcasts and stuff like that, and a bunch of dumbass people talking about shit that they don't know about.
I like sci-fi, so I listen to sci-fi.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
The last thing that I watched in sci-fi was it was on sci-fi for one season and it went to Amazon. But the Expanse. That's what I was watching.
that was pretty good.
Oh, that was a good show.
I enjoyed that quite a bit.
Yeah. I finally finished watching it. I think there were 4 seasons?
Oh no. They're making a 7th season, brother. I've watched it all the way 6.
Already, huh?
Yeah.
Because last I saw is when they because they were doing the what was it? It was like that blue stuff, right?
Yeah, they're way past that. They're going to war with Marcos now.
When I finished it, they had already finished. That's when they were fighting her ex-husband or whatever at that big
so they're in a full-blown war with Marcos now. Her ex-husband.
Yeah,
that was a good show, man. I enjoyed that as well.
So what kind of sci-fi stuff do you listen to while you're forging? Or books?
I'm a big Galaxy's Edge fan.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
if anybody knows what that is, it's they've got a pretty big series.
Yeah.
On that,
I was a Warhammer fan when I was a kid.
Nice. That
Hi, AD.
I've listened. I mean, I like all the Predator and Alien books and stuff like that too. Those are pretty,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So
Did you watch Prey
like I
yet?
know what happened to Dutch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was some pretty badass shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that kind of stuff.
So if anybody doesn't know, Dutch found the cure for cancer and is now on a predator island, killing the shit out of predators.
Mm-hmm.
Or I mean, a predator planet.
Yep.
That's what Dutch is doing. And if you don't know who Dutch is, you know this shit will make you into a sexual Tyrannosaurus Rex. Nobody gets that. Nobody gets that reference. When
Yeah, well, that's Jesse Ventura. He said that.
yeah,
That was from
what's
when
the
he was
matter with
putting
you
some chew in.
slapjaw faggots? Don't you
But I
know this
thought
shit
Dutch.
will take
I
you
thought
into
Dutch.
a
I thought
sexual
Dutch was
Tyrannosaurus
Arnold
Rex?
Schwarzenegger. I thought Arnold played Dutch.
Yeah, Arnold played Dutch. Yeah, I was just references my favorite line from Jesse Ventura talking to
Oh
the
yeah,
Indian dude when he was
I
trying to
like
give
all
him some dip.
that
Mm-hmm.
the guy with glasses, all the jokes he's always telling.
Yeah, yeah, I love that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I mean, I'm not gonna say the other Predators I didn't like. Prey was pretty good,
I
but
haven't seen Prey yet, but it
nothing
is
will
on
ever
my
be
list.
better to me than the original Predator.
Yeah. No, I'm kind of a Prey hater, man. I didn't really like it all that much.
I haven't seen it yet, so don't ruin it for me, brother.
Yeah. It's all right, but it's out there, man. It's see the it's based off of a series of short stories they did in the series of short stories is if it bleeds we can kill it, and it's a riff off of one of those short stories, which is
Yeah.
kind of interesting. But
Yeah. Well, I mean, Arnold said if it bleeds, we can kill it.
right,
Hi,
that's been a
Darnell.
forever theme of the Predator.
100.
Mhm.
Just
All
in
right,
case you don't
man.
know, Darnell, I did send you your tracking number, bro. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you guys off.
Oh, it's all good. I understand. I got a little segment for that as well. I've been super busy. Like Daniel can probably tell you. And Mateo can tell you. I got in here like 10 minutes before the chat, so I have not had time to go to the mailbox to send everybody's stuff off. I will do it tomorrow. I promise. I will do it tomorrow. I won't let anything else stop me. I don't have anything else going on besides work and hooking my family up. So I'll get my stuff sent off tomorrow. I'm sorry being 2 days late. Daniel, do you have any want of or any aspirations of designing? You want to talk about that? Let's talk about it. I will move this by. Let's talk about this.
It's a little short sword.
You want to bigify him?
Absolutely. Good idea.
Oh, nice.
It's
like
Damascus Sanmai, so it's got Sanmai it's got Damascus on the inside.
That's beautiful.
So, thought you'd enjoy seeing that.
Oh, I absolutely
did. There you go. Oh, I guess you could probably see this too then. It's got a Hamon on it. This is on my Instagram.
What still did you make that one out of?
Yeah, it's 1084.
Okay, nice.
But yeah, there you go. What was your question before I rudely interrupted you?
No, you did not rudely interrupt me. You're never going to rudely interrupt me. You are the guest. You show what you want. No, man, I was just asking you, man. Do you have any folder designs or any want to do a folder design, or are you strictly into the fixed blade game and the sword game?
If you look at my Instagram, I have what I call gentleman folders. They're just our pocket jewelry. I got these little fold over copper jackets with Damascus blades on them. I do that. But I do have a mid-tech design already done in CAD. But still to be released.
Dude, I'm excited for that, actually. Hey, I saw somebody hooking me up, Dwayne Letterman. Man, I appreciate you. But if you're already in the chat, you're already subscribed to My Bad Adventures, and you're already part of the My Bad Adventure team. Now, yes, I am only 10 people away from 500 subscribers, but I don't need to promote that. I got my friends right here.
Hi, Bloomy.
Bluminati's a pimp, too. We need to bump Bluminati's. Forget about my subscribers. Let's bump up Bluminati.
Oh, I didn't tell you the length on the production knife. It's going to be a 4-inch cutting and 4 1/4 overall blade.
Okay.
So it fits right underneath a Bravo. It's like right in between a Bravo 1 and a light LT featherweight Fox River, I think.
And is that going to come with a Kydex sheath or a leather?
Leather.
Leather?
Yeah. Most of Bark River stuff is leather.
I don't know if you know this, but before I made knives, I did Kydex. So if anybody ever wants a Kydex anything for my knives, I can always do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to be Szugyi holsters once upon a time, so it was all Kydex, and then I got out of that because it's too boring. Not enough creativity.
Well, I'm actually going to have to send you out that Grizzlard that I dicked up, if that's still cool.
Yeah, we could do something with it for sure.
Yeah, I'll send it out to you. A knife of your choosing, or $50 or whatever you want, 100, 200, whatever.
No, just you want me to help you fix it, just send it out my way.
All right. Well, I'll give you all the credit, and I will put it up and let everybody see your craftsmanship of how bad I dicked up a knife and how well you hooked it up.
You're gonna have to put some warning stickers in the package when you send it back, Daniel.
Yeah. Do not drink beer and use.
This is not a pry bar. This is not. This is not for throwing at tree trunks.
If you want a throwing knife, get a proper throwing knife.
Oh,
Daniel,
man.
do you have a pen and a piece of paper with you?
A what?
A pen and a piece of paper.
I can get one. Hey, hon.
Yeah, get you a pen and piece of paper, bro.
Can you bring me a pen and paper, please?
That's great, Iggy. I hope you
Wife's bringing
already
me in.
said you're enjoying it.
This is what Daniel Szugyi will be giving away on this live. This is what Daniel Szugyi will be putting a number on. This is Damn Designs Banshee. It comes in green or a natural G10 and an N690 blade. This thing is awesome. Oh, my bad's cut up a bunch of fish with it. And this is a weird knife to be cutting up fish with. And yes, it's going to be cleaned up. Washer's going to be pimped out. And the blade is going to be nice and clean before you get it.
And it still has the tip and tack.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. This is one Panto
He left it on there
my
for you to
bad
break.
has not stabbed a car hood with. Tip is still there.
Tips are optional. We'll send them to you with it. If you don't want it, you can break it off.
So we got 14 to 15 in the chat. We're going to do a 30 in between. So we're going to go from 0 to 29, 0 to 29. Now, my usual guy is not in the chat tonight. Whatever Grumpy Grunt's doing, I guarantee is more important than this BS. So, Dwayne Letterman or Todd Carr will hook me up, maybe Iggy. And it is 0 to 29. So from 0 to 29, Daniel, please give us a number. Write it down. Don't show it until we say stop.
Cheers, Todd.
Shane put up 13. I guess that's the go. Oh yeah, by the way, you got 1 hour and 8 minutes. We're at 1 hour and 5 minutes and 30 seconds right now. You did write down something, right?
I did.
All right, we're good to go. Anybody hit it yet?
I don't even know where to look.
Oh, I thought you could see the comments.
He's probably on his phone, so he probably doesn't have the chat on.
I got you.
I don't know the number, so I guessed I don't know the number. He didn't tell
That's
us.
the point. We're not supposed to know the numbers. We're just giving away a knife. He's the guest.
There's only 50 people, so we could scroll through the numbers real easy on this one.
Yeah. One of these days we're gonna have to actually have some mods. It's not just gonna be me and you, Mateo. I gotta make you a mod. So like my next Fatwood Friday, I gotta definitely make you a mod because that's just something that I do solo.
I like to do a segment on. I know a couple of people had asked. I think 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 when you did your last segment of Fatwood Friday, about maybe you doing a video on a fire plunger. Or what is it called?
Dude, I cannot make a fire plunger. Like I buy them and then I dick them up.
Wow.
That's pretty much what happens. All right, we got 1 more minute left into guessing, and then we're gonna go through the comments and figure out who won. No, man, like my fire plunger, like those things are tight.
Yeah.
You gotta get that thing just right. But the epoxy in the one that I was using came loose and the piston came out of the wood. And like I hate excuses. I really do hate excuses. But life is life, and I just don't have the personal time to go find some epoxy. And when I am at a store where there is epoxy, I'm more or less thinking about my construction job or getting the stuff that I need to be getting and getting epoxy for the YouTube channel, to be honest.
So what would you use? Like a 2-in-1 epoxy, like JB Weld or something?
I would use a marine epoxy. By the way,
West
time's up.
Great.
Time's up.
Yeah.
So what was the number?
Sorry.
Where is it at? 6. The number's 6. So anything under 6. Sharp Guy ATX got a 2. Let's see what else we got. Oh, Dwayne Letterman so close with a 7, but 1 over. I'm sorry, Dwayne.
I see Sharp Gun, and that's Sharp Guy.
Sharp Guy ATX with a 2.
That's what I see.
Hey,
yeah,
I guess the 6.
DG had a 6. Man, DG. Seriously, bro, I'm not sending no knife to freaking Columbia.
He put 6 after they put the stop signs up.
Not to mention, but come on, DG, I'm not sending a knife to Columbia. I know where you live, bro. I'm sending to America or Canada. I ain't going to Columbia. Yeah, Sharp Guy ATX. Please go send me an email at mybad.adventures.gmail.com and Oh, you'll be home in 7 days, so it'll be down in Miami. That's cool. That's cool, man. DG, I love you. I hope everything's doing good with you and your old lady. I absolutely understand the troubles of having a wife that's out of country. It sucks. I want her 100%, man. I love you, man. Yeah, sharp guy. You got it, man. Just hit me up in an email. So Daniel, man, tell us. This is the last segment of the show. What is the future of Szugyi Knives, and what is the future of yourself with your daughter? Or I mean, you do have a daughter, right?
Yep.
Or the son? It is a daughter. So your daughter and your wife, and the future of Szugyi Knives, and the future. Where do you see yourself going?
I see Szugyi Knives becoming a household brand, like that of maybe BRK or maybe even Benchmade or something like that. I'd like to head down that path with some production stuff, while also having the full customs. So the brand building, I do have a plan for possibly opening up a shop, a storefront, a knife studio up in my area. So that's something else that's in the plans long term, and it'd be cool to find have a little spot where people can come in and handle the knives and see them and be a part of the brand. Really get immersed in what I'd like to consider the family aspect of Szugyi Knives.
Daniel, if you ever become like Benchmade, I will do anything in the world to work for you. Period.
Well,
I will be your Zach stuff.
You won't have Zach stuff. You'll have my bad stuff.
Yeah.
You can't. If you really want to show, you want to show some videos and how good your knives are, just let my bad test them for you.
Right. He'll patent the palate test.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, that's where I'm headed. I'm looking for longevity in the brand, highlighting custom knife making. Like we were saying earlier, I just got back from New York, and while I was out there, I made friends with a guy named Gary, a fellow Puerto Rican. Which, if you don't know, I was adopted by a Puerto Rican family when I was a kid. I grew up in Puerto Rico, so
I always thought you was Puerto Rican.
Yeah, not by blood, but by culture and family, which is just as important, So
more important, really. I mean, you was their blood,
right? So I'd like to see maybe possibly in the future opening up some channels to have knife making, bladesmithing schools in Puerto Rico.
I'm nobody in this industry. I mean, that's the way that I feel about it. Is I'm nobody in this industry. But Daniel, man, you're my friend. I love what you do. I believe in what you do, and I will be your freaking 1% all the way, because that's what I believe that I am right now. Is your 1%.
I appreciate that.
And I want to have your back, and I want to be there. Whether I'm paying for it or you're paying me for it, I don't give a shit.
Well, it's a process. Nothing happens overnight, and I just know that there's a bright future ahead. And for knife making and people buying knives, there hasn't been a better time in history. Knives can't stay on shelves right now. People buying them, getting submerged in culture more so than there ever has been. And so I think we could turn it into more than just a tool. We could turn it into a community, and like I said before, a family.
Yeah, I believe that we're already there.
Yeah,
I personally believe we're already there. We got people like you. We got people like M-Bomb. We got Mateo. We got Illuminati. We got me, Mo. We got Tom. We had guys like Jason Brown that was in the community. Rest in peace, my brother. we've got some damn good people in this community. I would say that, and this is probably shooting a little low, but 95% of the people in this community is 100.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to back you.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. I've always kept to myself, but there comes a time to grow, and if you don't grow, you die. That's the way it goes. So time to step out.
I've got to get over the sickness to help myself grow a little bit more. I've not felt so bad in a long time, and this has been going on for about a month. But as soon as I get over this crap, I will start promoting you like nothing else. And I know that you don't need me. I know that you don't need me. You got everybody in the world to back you.
Well, I've always my original theme for my knives. If you were to go back and see my page a long time ago, it was knives for the everyday working man. That was my theme. So every individual that buys a knife or that promotes the knife brand or that participates in it is what's going to make it and what's important to me. I answer every single email, every single text I get, every single social media direct comment I answer, and I want to be there, personable, upfront, and every single one of you guys out there, whether it's you with this channel or somebody buying a knife or even somebody saying, "Hey, I wish I could get one, can't afford it, but man, they're awesome." Everybody matters.
Dude, your shit is sick. You have the sickest knives in the world, in my opinion. I'm sorry for everybody else, but your stuff it's the bomb, bro.
I appreciate
Mateo, you got anything for him?
No, I was just admiring and enjoying the conversation. And he covered a lot of material, So
Daniel's about to be a rocket ship. I have no doubt about it. Daniel's about to be a rocket ship. I believe that there's like 4 or 5 people in this world that knows how much of a rocket ship you're about to be. And even before anything else, I believed in you. I believed in you as soon as I met you. As soon as I picked you up from that airport, I believed in you. Just by the way you carried yourself, by the way you talked about yourself, by the way that you talked about knives. I was dumbfounded, and I felt like a dummy talking to you.
Well,
and I'm a novice. I get it. But I felt like a dummy talking to you.
Well, if you're going to do something, better do it right. Learn as much as you can. You never stop learning in this industry. It's crazy. So education, that's what it's all about.
Well, go ahead and close this out, brother. Tell us whatever you want.
Yeah, big shout out to Mike Stewart at Bark River. He really went. I've talked to him a few times in the past about doing a production run. Big shout out that he actually put his neck out there for me and promoted me heavily to some of the guys. So it's not about where you're going; it's about the people who you go with. And there's love, hate. Some people love Mike, some people hate Mike, but ultimately, nothing but great things to say. Michigan made, U.S. Szugyi knives, a lot to come. Even this year, stay tuned. Some really cool stuff coming out. Some stuff in the back burner that I can't talk about yet, but when it does, you're all gonna really like it. Trust me,
dude. I'm excited about some Bark River. I'm a #1 Bark River fan. Probably not in this chat, but in my household, I love me some Bark River.
Absolutely.
I'm excited.
Yeah, very first semi-custom style knife I ever got was from Bark River. It's back when I lived in Puerto Rico, and it's cool that it's come full circle.
Nice.
So it's about the guys, these guys that are doing this kind of thing, who are still doing production. Yet, just so you know, I don't know if you realize this, but Bark River hand finishes every single knife they send out the door.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Every single knife that goes out the door.
I have not touched an LT Wright yet, but I'm wanting to grab an LT Wright and compare it to a Bark River because of all the Bark River knives, I've never found imperfection. They're top notch. That is the best production knife I've ever seen in my life.
Absolutely. LT's great too. He's friends with Mike too, so and Battle Horse Knives too. LT Wright, Battle Horse used to be together. All really great companies as well.
Mateo, you want to talk about any jerky you got coming out, brother?
What's this
I'm thinking, so I haven't set nothing in stone yet, but I'm thinking about doing a mango habanero.
I'm definitely down for that.
And then I'm also dabbling with different ingredients to mix, but I'm also thinking about doing maybe a cherry or a plum. But like I said, nothing is set in stone yet. So, I just came out with I believe you tried it already, haven't you? The sweet spicy pineapple barbecue. I sent you a bag.
So like the mango habanero, probably one of my favorite sauces in the world. I'm a big mango habanero fan, so definitely do that for me. You can just put my bad all over that shit, and I'll do that. On the other things, like I know that people are going to like plum, but I'm a cherry guy, so book up the cherry, bro.
Heck yeah,
You
brother.
like jerky, Daniel?
Who doesn't?
All right, man. So here's the deal. I'm gonna spend Mateo $25 for a bag of jerky, and he's gonna send it to you, bro.
Sounds like a plan.
You and Mateo get hooked up after the chat. Y'all exchange information. I'm gonna send Mateo some money.
Hi, David.
That'd be great.
Mimo.
I'd love to try some.
I didn't say hi to you earlier.
Yeah.
I already added your Instagram, David. So I'll just I'll shoot you a DM after the live there.
Cool.
That way I can get your info or whatnot. But yeah, so it's the sweet spicy pineapple barbecue. A lot of people seem to be liking it. I ain't gonna say it's gonna ever replace the pineapple shake because a lot of people really love that as well. But it isn't one of the top, what people like they seem to like at the moment.
Mhm.
Now I was thinking, because I have 12 flavors, I was thinking about offering 7 or 8 flavors for 3 months, and then the 3 that ain't really doing well or ain't selling, take those off.
You should do like a seasonal thing and make like some basic white bitches out of all of us tough guys, and make like some pumpkin spice latte crap that we like.
Oh yeah, for sure,
Oh,
bro.
hey, the wife wanted to show her.
Enjoy them next to the campfire while you chill with your Crocs on.
Yeah. What's up, Daniel?
Wife wanted to show her EDC.
Oh, of course.
Okay. Nice.
Let me bigify.
You put him on mute, or he put himself on mute?
He did. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay.
This is the Benchmade Puco.
Store? Oh, it's the Benchmade.
Yeah, I like it quite a bit, except for the rubber handle. That I prefer a non-rubber handle.
That's
very
sweet.
sweet. Very sweet. What model is that?
That's the Benchmade Puco.
Oh, the Puco. Okay.
So your wife doesn't have a Puco from you?
She has more than one.
Okay. I was about to say, man, you gotta let your wife have the Puco.
She has as many of my knives as most people. But
I like the orange.
I don't know if you saw it, my bad, but on my Instagram there, I just made a magnet cut Puco with some G-Carta on it. And it's got a bone handle, bone, stacked leather, and G-Carta. She took that from me.
It happens. I've actually seen that on Instagram.
That's the only problem with
Bad wanted to show y'all the Knife Center XHP pair of 3.
That's sweet.
That's what Little Bad want to show y'all. I'm sorry. She's
That's
like,
pretty
"Please
nice.
show
Okay.
them that."
I like the blue one too.
You want to show them the blue one? All right, here comes M4.
I like the blue one.
That's nice.
I
Well,
like
So
the blue
Patina
one.
wanted to ask you, do
It's
you have
beautiful.
one of your
The
bird and
blue
trout
one
off
is beautiful.
if I have what
bird and trout that you could show?
that I can
Yeah,
show,
Patina Turner wants to see a bird and
Yeah.
trout.
all of my knives are custom orders for the most part, but I do have one. Love,
Stick it over.
let me get that paring knife.
What's that?
A little known fact in the knife world, but most of your bird and trout knives are just paring knives with a sheath.
Yeah.
So I have
Pretty
one.
much.
I have one
Jake?
here I can show you.
Jake, yes, I do. I make you know what I call the DJ special. That's an original. I make sweet barbecue. It doesn't have no spice. I make lemon pepper. I make cracked pepper. I don't know, cracked pepper spicy for you. I can make an original teriyaki with no chili in it. Just if you can, DM me at m_bomb
So,
_jerky on Instagram, or if you don't have Instagram, m.bombjerky at
Bird and
gmail.
trout knife.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Whoops! I did not mean to do that.
There we go.
All right. Yeah, I did it again.
so,
All right. Solo layout. There we go.
And this is CTS XHB.
Man, that's some beautiful wood.
Yeah, that's mango, dyed mango.
go, mango.
Yep,
Yeah.
dyed mango.
Goes. You hear a little bad?
I did.
All right, go to your mama, baby.
Yeah, this is another one of those
I
that
won't be
came
there
into
in
the
like 10
house
minutes.
and didn't get put on the shelf.
Well, that's pretty
Took it
cool.
over,
Well, unfortunately, my kid's getting rambunctious. My wife is getting unruly in the bedroom. So, you guys, y'all have a wonderful night. Everybody in the chat, Miss Iggy, Mr.
Thank you,
Patina
Iggy.
Turner, Todd Carr, David Iverson, Sharp Guy ATX, and I can't remember who won, but I know it wasn't any of y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Sharp Guy won.
Mr. David Iverson.
Thanks
Sharp
for
Guy
having
did
me.
win? Okay.
Yeah, Sharp Guy won with number 2.
All right, Sharp Guy, you hit me up on the email mybadadventures2ds.adventures@gmail.com. Check out Daniel Szugyi on Instagram. Check out M-Bomb Jerky on Instagram, and maybe we're gonna start up a Mateo YouTube channel himself. Maybe.
You're welcome, Patina.
Mimo, have a good one. Patina, have a good one. Everybody else, good night. Have
Everybody
a good
have a
one. Bye-bye.
wonderful one.
See you guys.